Have you ever looked in the mirror and felt like your hair was working against you? You might be getting enough sleep, wearing your favorite outfit, and even putting on a touch of makeup. But somehow your reflection still looks tired. The truth is, hair plays a bigger role in how youthful and vibrant we appear than most women realize. One small mistake in cut, color, or styling can make you look older and less energetic, while the right choices can instantly refresh your entire look. That's why this video is so important. Today, we're going to uncover the 5 most common hair mistakes that women over 55 often make without even noticing. These mistakes don't just affect your style, they can add years to your appearance, making you look tired rather than radiant. But here's the good news. Once you understand what these mistakes are and how to avoid them, you'll discover how easy it is to look younger, brighter, and more confident every single day. And let's be clear, this isn't about chasing youth or pretending to be someone you're not. It's about embracing your age with confidence while using hair as a powerful tool to enhance your natural beauty. Hairstyles for women over 60, layered cuts that add volume to fine hair, and modern gray hair care are all about choosing what makes you look alive, vibrant, and ready to enjoy life. So if you've ever wondered, why does my hair make me look so tired? You're in the right place. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly which hair habits to break and which new ones to embrace. Now, let's dive straight into the very first mistake and see why it could be holding you back. Wearing the wrong length. One of the most common hair mistakes women over 55 make is holding on to the wrong length. It might seem harmless, after all, long hair has always been seen as feminine and youthful. But when it comes to aging gracefully, length can either work for you or against you. Hair that's too long, especially if it's thin or fine, tends to drag the face downward. Instead of looking youthful, it can make you appear tired, weighed down, and even older than you are. On the other hand, cutting your hair too short without considering your face shape or hair texture can also have the opposite effect. An extremely cropped cut might feel liberating, but if it doesn't balance your features, it can make your face look harsher and highlight lines rather than softening them. The secret is finding the sweet spot, a flattering length that frames the face and creates lift rather than drag. For many women, the magic length is somewhere between the chin and the collarbone. Styles like the lob, layered shoulder-length cuts, or softly angled bobs work beautifully because they add movement, bounce, and shape. These cuts naturally bring attention upward, giving the illusion of a lifted, more vibrant appearance. Search terms like best hair length for women over 60 or modern bob haircuts for mature women are popular for a reason. These styles truly deliver a fresher, more youthful vibe. Linda, a 62-year-old retired teacher, shared how she always wore her hair past her shoulders because she thought it made her look younger. But once her stylist suggested a collarbone-length lob with soft layers, she was shocked at the transformation. Her friends immediately told her she looked well-rested, radiant, and even slimmer. The truth is, the right length doesn't just change your hair, it changes the way people perceive your entire energy. So if you've been clinging to either extra long strands or a cut that's too severe, it may be time to reconsider. Think of your hair as a frame for your face. Too much frame and it overwhelms the picture. Too little and it fails to support it. The right length strikes the perfect balance, letting your natural beauty shine. Now that we've talked about length, let's move on to another major culprit, hair color. Because even if you've chosen the perfect cut, the wrong shade can still leave you looking dull and worn out. Outdated or harsh hair color. Another hair mistake that can instantly make you look tired instead of youthful is sticking with an outdated or overly harsh color. Many women believe that keeping their hair dark, sometimes jet black, will make them look younger, but in reality, it often has the opposite effect. Deep, flat shades tend to accentuate fine lines, highlight uneven skin tones, and create a harsh contrast that drains the warmth from your face. Instead of appearing vibrant, you end up looking fatigued and older than you feel. On the flip side, ignoring color altogether and letting your hair fade into dull, uneven tones can also rob you of that youthful spark. Faded brown, yellowish gray, or brassy blonde shades don't reflect light in a flattering way. When your hair lacks dimension and shine, your entire appearance follows suit. So what's the solution? The key is to embrace softer, more flattering tones that brighten your complexion. For women over 55, highlights and lowlights can be a game changer. Adding dimension through lighter strands around the face, a sun-kissed balayage, or even subtle caramel or honey tones can instantly lift your look. If you're wearing your natural gray, enhancing it with the right toner or silver shampoo can keep it looking chic and luminous rather than dull and yellowed. Search terms like gray hair care and hair color for women over 60 are popular because many women are looking for ways to refresh their color without looking like they're trying too hard. Take Susan, a 65-year-old grandmother of 3. For years, she insisted on keeping her hair the same jet black shade she had in her 30s. But one day, her stylist gently suggested softening her look with chestnut brown tones and a few golden highlights near her face. The transformation was remarkable. Her skin looked brighter, her eyes more awake, and her entire demeanor seemed more energetic. Friends kept asking if she had been on vacation or had some secret beauty treatment. All it took was a more modern, flattering hair color. Color isn't about covering your age. It's about enhancing your natural features and reflecting the energy you feel inside. With the right shade, your hair becomes a light source for your face, making you appear refreshed, vibrant, and full of life. But color is only one piece of the puzzle. Even with the most flattering shade, your hairstyle itself can make or break your look. That's why the next mistake is so critical, letting your hair fall flat and lifeless. Flat, lifeless hairstyles. Few things make a woman look more tired than hair that falls flat against the head. When your hair lacks volume, it doesn't just appear lifeless. It can also make your face look droopy and washed out. A hairstyle without body often exaggerates thinning, which is a common concern for women over 55. Instead of looking refreshed and radiant, you may look like you're carrying the weight of the day before it even begins. Flat hair is often the result of two things: the wrong haircut or a lack of proper styling. For instance, a blunt, one-length cut can drag fine hair down, making it appear even thinner. Similarly, skipping layers or avoiding texture leaves hair without movement or bounce. And when your hair is lifeless, no amount of makeup or wardrobe effort can fully make up for it. The solution lies in creating lift, dimension, and shape. Hairstyles with soft layers, feathered ends, or gentle waves give the illusion of fullness and energy. Even subtle changes, like adding long layers to a bob or choosing a cut that hits just above the shoulders, can create the lift your hair needs. It's no wonder searches for volumizing haircuts for fine hair or layered hairstyles for women over 60 are so popular. These styles are timeless because they bring instant life back to aging hair. Take the example of Carol, a 59-year-old who always wore her hair in a straight, chin-length bob. While it was neat, it often looked limp and gave her face a tired appearance. Her stylist suggested adding soft, face-framing layers and using a round brush for blow-drying. The result? A style with movement and volume that made Carol look not just younger, but more awake and vibrant. Suddenly, she wasn't just put together. She looked glowing. Styling products can also make a difference. A volumizing mousse at the roots, a lightweight hairspray, or even learning how to blow dry for lift can transform flat hair into a style full of life. Remember, the goal isn't to chase big, dramatic hair. It's to create natural volume that complements your features and brings energy to your look. Hair that moves signals vitality. When you walk into a room, it should look like your hair is as alive as you are. A style that frames your face with softness and bounce will make people see you as refreshed, confident, and ready to embrace life. Of course, volume alone isn't enough if the health of your hair is being neglected. Which brings us to the next common mistake: overlooking proper hair care that keeps your strands strong, shiny, and full of life. Neglecting healthy hair care. Even with the right cut, length, and color, your hair can still betray you if it looks dry, brittle, or neglected. Healthy hair is the foundation of a youthful look, and too often, women over 55 overlook the care their strands truly need. Skipping regular trims, overusing heat styling tools, or ignoring hydration can quickly leave hair looking dull and lifeless, which instantly makes you appear more tired. One common mistake is thinking that less hair care equals lower maintenance. In reality, mature hair needs more thoughtful care, not less. As we age, our hair naturally becomes thinner, drier, and more fragile. Without the right products and practices, this can lead to breakage, frizz, and split ends, all of which age your overall appearance. The good news is that small changes can make a dramatic difference. Choosing a gentle, nourishing shampoo formulated for mature or gray hair helps maintain softness and shine. A weekly deep conditioning mask restores lost moisture and resilience. Heat protectants are essential if you use blow dryers, curling irons, or flat irons. And of course, regular trims every 6 to 8 weeks keep the ends fresh, preventing that frayed, worn-out look. Search terms like hair care for mature women or best shampoo for gray hair are trending because more women are realizing that care is just as important as cut or color. Take Diane, a 61-year-old who used to wash her hair daily with whatever shampoo was on sale. Over time, her hair became rough and brittle. When she switched to a sulfate-free shampoo, added a hydrating mask, and began trimming her ends regularly, her friends immediately noticed a change. Her hair looked shinier, healthier, and full of movement. People even commented that she seemed more energetic, even though the only change she made was in her hair care routine. Healthy hair not only looks better, but also responds better to styling. A layered bob will fall more naturally, waves will hold their shape longer, and color will appear richer on well-nourished strands. Think of it this way: your hair is like fabric. The better you care for it, the longer it lasts and the better it looks. But even with excellent care, one last mistake can still undermine your entire look, holding on to old, outdated styles that no longer serve you. Let's take a closer look at why clinging to the past can make you look older than you feel. Clinging to old, unflattering styles. One of the most subtle yet damaging mistakes women make with their hair is holding on to a style that no longer flatters them. It's easy to understand why. After all, if a haircut worked beautifully in your 40s or 50s, it feels safe to keep it for decades. But what looked chic and modern 20 years ago may now seem dated, and instead of helping you look younger, it can make you appear stuck in the past. Hair should evolve with you. As your face changes with age, cheekbones soften, jawlines shift, skin tone adjusts, your hairstyle needs to adapt too. An outdated cut not only makes you look older, but it also signals to others that you're reluctant to embrace change. And in a world where confidence and vitality are deeply tied to how current you appear, this can be a costly mistake. Think of Barbara, a 67-year-old who had worn the same teased crown and bangs since the 1980s. At the time, it was stylish and glamorous. But decades later, the style added unnecessary years to her look and distracted from her natural beauty. Once her stylist encouraged her to try a sleek, modern lob with soft layers, she instantly looked refreshed and current. Even her grandchildren told her she looked cool again, a compliment she hadn't heard in years. The solution isn't to chase every new trend or copy hairstyles meant for women half your age. It's about updating your look with modern classics that complement your features today. Cuts like a layered bob, a collarbone-length lob, or a soft pixie are timeless because they bring movement and lightness to the face. They work with your natural texture, whether straight, wavy, or curly, and they signal elegance without trying too hard. That's why searches like modern hairstyles for women over 60 remain so popular. These are the cuts that make women look vibrant, confident, and in tune with the present. Letting go of an old style doesn't mean letting go of who you are. Instead, it's a way of embracing the woman you've become and celebrating her with a fresh, flattering frame for your face. Think of it as editing your wardrobe. You wouldn't wear the same dress from 25 years ago, so why keep the same haircut? Updating your hairstyle can be the most empowering change you make for yourself. It's not about erasing time, it's about showing up in the world with the energy, grace, and confidence you truly feel. Now that we've uncovered all 5 hair mistakes that can make you look tired instead of youthful, let's bring everything together and see how small changes in your hair can transform not just your appearance, but also the way you feel about yourself. Conclusion, call to action. We've just walked through 5 of the most common hair mistakes that can make women over 55 look tired instead of youthful. From wearing the wrong length to clinging to outdated colors, letting hair fall flat, neglecting proper care, and holding on to old styles, each of these habits can quietly add years to your appearance. But the good news is that every single one of them can be corrected, and often with small, manageable changes that bring big results. When you choose the right hair length, you frame your face in a way that feels light and flattering. By softening your color or embracing gray with intention, you brighten your complexion and let your natural beauty shine. Adding layers or volume transforms lifeless hair into something full of energy. With proper care, your strands stay healthy, glossy, and strong. And when you finally let go of those old, unflattering styles, you step into a version of yourself that feels current, confident, and true to who you are today. Remember, this isn't about pretending to be younger. It's about celebrating your age with elegance and using your hair as a tool to reflect the vitality you already feel inside. Women searching for hairstyles for women over 60, modern bob haircuts, or how to look youthful with hair are not chasing trends. They're seeking ways to feel vibrant and alive. And that's exactly what you deserve, too. So the next time you look in the mirror, don't ask yourself, am I too old for this style? Instead, ask, does this hairstyle show the energy, joy, and confidence I feel on the inside? If the answer is no, maybe it's time for a change. If you found this video helpful, make sure to hit that subscribe button and join our community of women who are redefining what it means to look and feel fabulous after 60. Share your own hair journey in the comments. We'd love to hear your story. And if you're ready for more inspiration, check out our next video. Best hairstyles for women over 60 to instantly look younger. Because at the end of the day, your hair isn't just style, it's confidence, identity, and a reflection of the beautiful, youthful spirit within you.